Can rice be worse than sugar? In case you didn't already know, rice can be worse than sugar. In fact, if you go to the glycemic index, GI, and glycemic load, GL studies, white rice is almost equal to white sugar. Indeed, white rice has an index of 92 versus 100 for sugar. Rice and sugar are one and the same thing. Make no mistake about it. Chemically, rice and sugar are one and the same thing. Hard to believe? By the time you are through with this presentation, short as it is, you would be able to make an informed judgment yourself. Sugar is a Pandora's box of diseases. The excessive and unmindful consumption of sugar has been clinically linked to over 60 ailments, including heart disease, diabetes, obesity, migraine, high cholesterol, cataracts, premenstrual syndrome, dental caries, and gastric cancer. Eating more sugar lowers testosterone levels. Testosterone is a hormone that's super important to men. We need normal levels of it to build muscle, keep our body fat levels low, have lots of energy and positive mood, and keep our sex drive healthy. Scientists believe the decline of testosterone can cause many negative side effects, including depression, weight gain, and even heart disease. Studies find that one sugar-rich meal can cause testosterone levels to decrease by as much as 25%. Do this repeatedly and you're likely to have chronically low levels. Sugar plays games with the mind by raising false alarms. And that explains why a candy bar fills you up almost instantly, simply because it pumps up enough sugar into the blood system to delay the hunger response for as long as a good 20 minutes, after which you feel hungry once again. Rice is equal to sugar. This is a fact that no nutritionist can deny. Rice is chemically no different from sugar. Remember the experiment in school when you chewed on some cooked rice for a while? After a while, it turned sweet, didn't it? Actually, one bowl of cooked rice is the caloric equal of 10 teaspoons of sugar. It does not matter what type of rice it may be, white, brown, or herbal. It's easy to eat lots of sugar when you eat rice. To put things in perspective, let us look at a simple example. To get the same 10 teaspoons of sugar, you need to consume lots of kangkong, or water spinach. Actually, 10 bowls of it. The question is, could you possibly eat that much kangkong? Rice impacts the human body the same way as sugar. You've just learned that rice has a very high glycemic index, or GI. The rate at which a carbohydrate is converted into sugar and absorbed into the blood system to trigger high blood sugar, which in turn makes the body to react to produce insulin. What happens next is that insulin grabs that sugar and stores it in the body, which in turn could and ultimately lead to weight gain. White rice has an index of 92 compared to sugar's 100, remember? RDS. This is the real culprit in rice. To be digestible, rice has to be cooked thoroughly. However, when thoroughly cooked, rice becomes sugar and spikes circulating blood sugar within a half hour, almost as quickly as candy. Actually, the real problem with rice is something food scientists call rapidly digested starch, or RDS. As the term implies, rapidly digested starch breaks down quickly into simple sugars. Carbohydrates with a lot of RDS tend to have a high glycemic index. They cause blood glucose to rise quickly and stay high longer. 6 reasons why rice can be worse than sugar. Reason 1. White rice has no fiber. The fiber of the kangkong fills you long before your blood sugar spikes. This is because the fiber bulks and fills your stomach. Since white rice has no fiber, you will end up eating lots of this calorie-dense food. And though brown rice has more fiber, it still has the same amount of sugar. Reason 2. Rice is tasteless, while sugar is sweet. There is only so much sugar you can eat at one sitting. How many teaspoons of sugar can you eat before you feel like throwing up? How many bowls of rice would you eat at lunch in a traditional Asian restaurant today? 2 to 3 bowls is a safe bet. Reason number 3. It's the main part of the meal. Yet another point worth noting is that rice always makes up the main part of the meal. While sugar may fill your dessert or sweeten your coffee, it hardly ever is the main part of any meal. You could eat maybe 2 to 3 teaspoons of sugar in one meal. However, you could easily eat the equivalent of 2 to 3 bowls of rice, which translates into 20 to 30 teaspoons of sugar in one meal. Reason number 4. There's no real built-in mechanism. There is no real built-in mechanism for us to prevent overeating rice. How much kangkong can you eat? How much fried chicken can you eat? How much steamed fish can you eat? Think about that. In terms of just quantity, where will you eat more? At an Asian restaurant where rice is the bulk? Or at a Western restaurant serving grilled fish and broccoli? Reason number 5. Eating rice causes you to drink less water. The more rice you eat, the less water you would drink, as there is no mechanism to prevent the overeating of rice. Reason number 6. Rice, even when cooked, is difficult to digest. It's heavy stuff. If you have problems with digestion, try skipping rice for a few days. You will be amazed at how the problem will just go away. Here's something amusing about people who eat rice. It is indeed amusing to watch someone devour 5 bowls of rice or 50 teaspoons of sugar at a traditional Asian restaurant and then ask for a cup of tea without sugar. Modern automatic rice cookers are a part of the problem. As already stated, rice has to be cooked through to be digestible. However, cooked along with the RDS turns rice into a lethal sugary compound and nothing else. Modern automatic rice cookers have never addressed the problem of RDS ever since they were invented 40 years ago. Without RDS, rice would no more remain the sugar equivalent. Can something be done to make rice healthier? Rice needs not be unhealthy. It could actually be nutritious if something is done to reduce the GI level. Reducing the GI of rice from extremely unhealthy levels of 80 to 92, which is almost at par with 100 GI for sugar, by half to a healthy level of 45 to 55 could help turn rice from an enemy to a friend. Rice minus the unhealthy RDS would no longer be the sugar that it is. Grains. Time to take the sugar out of the rice. A revolutionary silver lining is on the horizon to offer a unique solution to cure the rice of its unhealthy RDS. A solution that would conveniently and effectively reduce the excessive and unhealthy sugary compound. The revolutionary cure that would take the sting of rice along with the plethora of chronic and excessive sugar intake leading to obesity, diabetes, and dozens of other serious ailments. Grayns. The age of sugar-free rice is about to dawn.